Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and it's that time of the year again where we're still not having physical conventions quite yet, but we are having digital conventions, and that brings us to Mezco Con 2021. Now, I love Mezco. The 112 Collective line is my all-time favorite toy line, and I am so stoked to see everything that they have coming forward, especially even their other sublines that we get, so it's pretty cool to see all the things that we have here. So let's give a rundown of all the awesome things they've revealed so far for the convention. Now, Mezco started off the first day with the first reveal, which were these 3 figures from the Halloween Season of the Witch movie, which I think a lot of us agree was not a great movie. And I'm honestly not a big Living Dead Dolls fan, but there is definitely a huge fan base for these. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been making them for all these years. And these actually do look really cool. I love these. Even if you want just some fun Halloween decorations or into the spooky stuff, I think these are really cool. The bodies look really nice. The head sculpts look gorgeous. The paint apps look awesome. And I just think these are going to be a lot of fun. One thing I didn't see coming was going to be the 112 Collective Gotham by Gaslight Joker. Man, this really surprised me. I love the look of this with that coat, those goggles, the more like top hat. I think it looks so good. This new head that looks great. It almost looks like the original inspiration for the Joker, so I think that's really cool. So I'm really going to be curious as to see what the actual accessories are, because the Gaslight Batman was just loaded, so I hope they load this guy out as well. And I'm really curious, hopefully they use one of the newer bodies that they've made, because that original Joker buck was very limited, not that great. So again, hopefully this is a big upgrade from some of the previous Jokers. Now, their third reveal of the show was another 5 points 2-pack. We got Ultra 7 and Metron. Now, I'm not a big fan of the 3 3/4 inch 5 points style type of figures, honestly. They're just not for me. But I will admit that Mezco makes some of the best quality ones that there are. So if you were going to collect this style of figure, Mezco is definitely the way to go. And they seem to be giving us a broad spectrum of characters, especially if you love Ultraman and stuff like that. I think these are really cool. The detail is gorgeous. The sculpts are very well done, and the paint apps are so super clean. I think they're so great. So if you're into that style of figure, and I think if you love Ultraman, you would definitely love this 2-pack. So easily one of my favorite reveals from Mezco is going to be the 112 Collective Dick Tracy. And oh my god, let me tell you, from the early days of this 112 Collective line, I have been wanting to see Dick Tracy since the very beginning. I have always been a Dick Tracy fan. I've always wanted an awesome Dick Tracy toy line, and man, it looks like we're going to be getting that from Mezco. I'm really curious to see how good the soft goods are, the articulation. It kind of makes me think of like the Popeye figures that we've gotten, so hopefully it's a type of kind of upgrade like that, which I think would be really cool. And I really want to see the accessories, but not just Dick Tracy, we're getting flat top as well. This makes me hope that we get a ton of more characters, as the Rogues Gallery for Dick Tracy is pretty wide and very vibrant colored characters. I would want to see all of them. I think that would be so cool. So that gets me really excited for these figures. Now, kicking off day 2, we got another 5 points box set, that being of Popeye versus Bullo. No, not Bluto, Bullo. This is a really cool looking set, man. They're in their boxing gear. I think it looks so awesome. I love the Popeye stuff. And like I said before, I think Mezco makes the best, most highest quality 5-point style figures you can possibly own from any company. So I think these are really cool. They're a lot of fun. And again, if you're into the style, I think you'll love these. And anything Popeye I'm all about. So I think these look great. Okay, now we're talking here, because Mezco has revealed a 112 Collective SpiderMan 2099. Holy crap. First of all, SpiderMan 2099 is one of my favorite comics, and he's my favorite Spider-Man. I think he's just such a cool character. I've always loved the look of the suit, and I think Mezco just blew my mind. I love the way the fabric looks. It almost has this like carbon fiber look to it a little bit, which I think works for the character. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to hold up over time. You know, some of the previous Mezco Spideys, the suits, hit or miss. But man, I am so happy about this. I really want to see what accessories that we do get, but I could not be happier. It really makes me hope that we get more comic book versions of Spider-Man. I would love a Scarlet Spider or an Iron Spider. And I kind of do hope they go back and remake the more classic Spider-Man and the Miles Morales. I hope they upgrade those, so that would be really cool. But man, I am so hyped for this. Again, Spidey 29, my favorite Spidey in the 112 collectible line, my favorite toy line. I could not be happier about this. Next up, they revealed a 112 collective G.I. Joe Firefly. Yes! Ever since they first announced that they were even doing G.I. Joe, I was so happy. G.I. Joe is just a dream toy line for me. It was one of my favorites as a kid. Now we have the Classified series, and then Mezco jumped on board, which I'm all about. And now we're getting some from Super 7, which are based on the cartoon. I think it's super cool. But man, for me, Mezco is going to be the top ones. I just think it's a perfect mesh of soft goods and plastic, painted in fabric, all the accessories we can get with this guy. I'm hoping we get some really awesome flame effects. The head sculpt looks freaking rad. All the tactical gear, I am so happy about this. Bring on every G.I. Joe character ever. I will gladly buy all of them. Now, the next thing they actually showed off wasn't a new figure of any kind. It was a new website, rumblesociety.com. Now, this is pretty cool. Now, this post was up for about 2 minutes because the link wasn't actually working. So it got brought down for a little bit, and people were kind of freaking out and wondering what was happening. And there was some type of big Mezco conspiracy or blah, 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 but whatever. All they did was fix the link, and it was put back up pretty much immediately. And you find out what it is. So you click on the link, and pretty much it's a different type of website to show you all the different types of Rumble Society characters. You can kind of scroll and see everything we got here, from like Gomez and Vapor and even the White Skull. And if you click on any of those characters, it'll bring up a little bio about the character, and it's pretty cool, I think. It's just to really, more for the fans to read up on the different types of characters and to see all that there is going on in the Rumble Society. So I don't know if this particular website will have anything for the future, maybe some type of secrets or for contests, or maybe exclusive sales directly on there. I don't know, but still I think it's fun and pretty cool. So some really cool things that Mezco does is they constantly run contests throughout the convention, which is pretty rad, and it gives people the opportunities to win free figures and things like that. So they put up this one on Instagram, which had this like fighting game type of vibe to it, which was really cool. Then I took a closer look at the picture, and we see 2 images in the bottom row that looks like something new. So if you actually click on the story from Instagram for Mezco, you have 2 new figures here, which is a new Nosferatu and a new Doc Nocturnal. And oh my god, those look really, really good. Doc Nocturnal and Nosferatu are some of my favorites from the Rumble Society, and I am all about getting a variant, especially that Doc Nock. He just looks so good in the red. I am so hyped for that, and I cannot wait to get both of these figures in the collection. So something that they did show off was a new Godzilla figure. Now, anyone that knows me, I'm an old school Godzilla fan. I used to have all the original movies on VHS. I just thought they were so cool, so much fun. I absolutely love kaiju monsters. And man, Mezco is killing it with this giant piece. Now, I am collecting their 5 Points Godzilla, but this is an 18-inch tall Godzilla with a light up features in the mouth, and on his fins he has a movable jaw. He also has sound effects, which is really nice. So I mean, this whole thing just looks insane. So if you're looking for a giant badass Godzilla figure, then this Mezco one just might be the one to get. Now for the first 112 reveal of day 3, we're getting Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. Whoa, I did not expect we would get this figure. Pyramid Head has always been such a weird, creepy character that's honestly pretty terrifying, and I really do think Mezco does make some of the coolest and best horror figures, just with the amount of detail in the soft goods and the accessories we tend to get. I mean, man, I'm not a big Silent Hill fan, but I appreciate the aesthetics, and I'm definitely getting this figure. I know other companies have released a Pyramid Head, but hey, finally getting him in my favorite toy line, this piece will definitely go in my collection, and you could just see the amount of detail we're getting on the head, all the blood effects on his giant blade. I mean, this thing looks insane. I am so stoked for this piece. The next reveal gives us an MDS 1966 Batman and Robin. Now, I actually have the 89 Keaton Batman from the MDS line, and it's not for everyone, but I think it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. They almost look like caricatures. The articulation's pretty limited. I just think they make for really cool display pieces, and I am all about having the 66 Batman figures in that line too. I think they're really cool. Again, they're not for everybody. I do love the head sculpts and the paint. This one looks like we're getting interchangeable maybe faces or heads, so I think it's pretty awesome. And we'll see what kind of accessories we get. But again, I think these are just really cool, make for fun, awesome toys to display on your shelf or your desk or whatever it may be. So I think for that, these are really cool. And to much people's surprises, Mezco teased an actual 112 collective Robin figure. Wow, that is something that so many fans have been clamoring for since day one of this line. It seems like every year we're constantly getting more and more people saying, where's our 112 Robin? Where's our 112 Robin? Where's our 112 Robin? Well, guess what? He's finally coming. Now, granted, we might not actually see the figure till 2024, but hey, he's on the way, they're working on him, and Mezco, you tease. You don't actually show us the figure, you just give us this Robin signal, so I think that's pretty funny. You're kind of trolling the fans. I'm all about it because I think it's great. Again, fans have been clamoring about this forever. It's finally happening, folks. So fingers crossed we get more than one version, because I would honestly love several versions of Robin. So there it is, guys, my full recap of MezcoCon 2021. Now, man, they showed some pretty cool stuff this year. Like, I am so stoked for Dick Tracy and Spidey 2099 and Firefly. I mean, there's just so much cool stuff coming. Even some of the 5-point stuff kind of really has my interest, honestly. But what did you guys like? What were your favorite reveals? What were your least favorite? What are some things that you guys had hoped to see? I'm sure, like a lot of you, I wish we had actually seen the figure of that Robin. I think that would have been pretty cool. But of course, Mezco got a tease. I totally get it. So please leave comments below of all the things you enjoyed and didn't enjoy. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.